Have you ever looked at an animated character and wonder how their personality, their background and their story can just be read from their design? Hi, my name is Muhammad Adam. As a graphic design student who regularly use Procreate for my illustration assignment, I have learned practical ways to build a character design based on some references, themes and personality. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate to you guys how to designing a simple character using Procreate, starting from the visual references and character story to final colors. So let's start by finding a good reference for our design, shall we? The first step is to prepare a suitable canvas in Procreate. You're going to set up your own workspace and choose your drawing tools. For example, open the Procreate and tap the plus icon, select an A4 or screen size canvas, choose a pencil brush for your sketching and get the base layer ready. Adjust the canvas setting according to your preference. Another example is to adjust your canvas setting before you begin, such as enabling drawing guide. By turning on the drawing grid helps you keep proportion consistent, especially when sketching the body, the head and poses. So the second step is to gather references and define the character, themes and story. This helps you to decide how the character should look, dress and behave. For example, you may collect reference image of clothing style, poses and expression from Pinterest or Google. If your character is fun and active, you might choose a bright color, energetic poses, sporting clothing or playful hairstyle to match their personality. Another example is creating a mysterious character. You may look for reference with darker palettes, sharp shapes, layered clothing, hood or shadow expression to give them a more secretive or dramatic appearance. When you are done, compile your reference for visual brainstorming. You could create a mood board that show the character themes such as futuristic, fantasy, gothic or cute. This keep your design visually consistent. For the third step is to sketch the character basic shape. Use a simple shape to build the structure of the character based on the references and story. For example, if the character is an energetic character, you might give them a dynamic poses by using a triangular shape. If the character is softer or gentle, you can use a circular shape for a softer look. Moving on, sketch the character anatomy body part by part. Start by drawing a circle for the head, simple line for the poses and shape that match their personality or theme. For the fourth step is to refine the sketch into a clean line art. This form the final structure of your character. For example, lower the opacity of the rough sketch, add a new layer and trace using a clean inking brush like Studio Pen. Play around with minor or even major details. Add details such as hair texture, clothing folds, accessory and facial expression that reflect the character personality. Now for the final step is to add color and basic shading. This gives life and depth to the character itself. For example, add a layer below the line art and fill the character base colors using the color drop feature. Next, create a clipping mask layer to add shadow using any brushes. Warm shadow create a friendly look, while cooler shadow give a more mysterious tone. Now that you understand the full processes of designing character in a Procreate, let's move on to the conclusion. In conclusion, character design becomes much clearer and more meaningful when you combine storytelling with digital tools like Procreate. To summarize, the process involves preparing the canvas, using a reference and themes, sketching the shapes and refining the lines and adding color as the final touch. So before we end the video, I would like to address some of my recommendation. First recommendation is to always collecting references. As a good design always begin with a good research. For the second recommendation is keeping the character story in mind to maintain consistency in the appearance. So that's all from me in this video. I hope what I share can be useful to you guys. Thank you for your attention.